Today we are making this very healthy breakfast recipe you're going to love. It is called plantain frittata, aka plantain pizza. Make sure you watch this video to the end to know how I made it. I'm using few ingredients for this frittata: yellow bell pepper, red bell pepper, green bell pepper, 2 fresh tomatoes, 1 ball of onion, and 2 fresh scotch bonnet pepper. Okay, you can skip the scotch bonnet pepper if you don't like your food spicy, but as Nigerians, yes, we love spicy food and you know that. Okay, so after that I will go ahead and cut my bell pepper into beautiful shape. You can cut it into any shape of your choice, but make sure you steal this recipe, you will love it. While I'm cutting my vegetables, I'll go ahead and tell you a story on plantain frittata. Yes, it's story time. So while I was in secondary school here in Nigeria, I visited one of my sisters in Port Harcourt. She was married by then, and then she said she saw one recipe on YouTube channel. It's called plantain frittata, and she wanted us to make it. We were so excited in making this new recipe we found online. We were really happy. So she told me that her kids will love it and her husband will love it. Everything. We went to the market, we got things that we are going to use. We bought chicken, we bought bell peppers and everything, and then we came back home. We started making our plantain frittata. God. At the end of the cooking, it came out wrong. It came out uncooked. Nothing. In fact, nobody, all the people she said that they are going to love it, all of them ended up hating it. In fact, nobody could eat it. We threw it away. We couldn't eat it. We regretted ever trying that new recipe that day, but all the same, we enjoyed the try. Okay, so after cutting my vegetable, I'll set it aside. Next thing I will do is to go ahead and cut my plantains. I'm using 3 plantains. You can use 4, 2, 1, as far as you can be able to finish it. Okay, and again, I'm cutting it into this beautiful round shape because we are making plantain frittata, aka pizza, so you have to make everything to look so appealing, especially when you have kids, so when they see it, just looking at it, they will fall in love with it. Okay, trust me on this one, you're not going to regret it. And I'm not also using so very ripe plantain. I'm using just ripe plantains so that it will fry and also look beautiful at the same time. Okay, so after cutting my plantains, I'm going to add a little salt just for taste. I didn't add so much salt, and also I added a little water so that the plantains will not stick together, and then I mix thoroughly and I will set it aside for frying. To fry the plantains, I added some onion for flavor, but this part is optional. You can skip it if you don't want it, but trust me, it is really nice and flavorful. You're going to love it. Okay, so while frying the plantains, make sure you reduce your heat and also be careful so that the oil doesn't splash on your face, because it can be really painful. And again, who likes to fry some plantains? Because me, that is my best thing to do in the kitchen. I love it because while you're frying, oh my goodness, you know the next thing to do. So after the plantains are golden brown, I'll just take it off the heat. I'll put it on a foil paper so that the oil does not soak into the plantains. Okay, and then I'll add the next batch and also fry it the same way I fry the first batch. After that, I'm just going to take it off the heat and then start the main cooking. Okay, in a heated pan, I added some vegetable oil. You can use any cooking oil of your choice. Okay, once it heats up, I'll go in with my chopped onion. I'll fry this for at least 2 minutes until it is fragrant. Once it's fragrant, I will go in with my chopped tomatoes. Just allow the tomato to dry off for just a few minutes before adding any other thing, so that you don't get that sour taste from tomatoes. That's the only reason we are frying this. Okay, so once that is done, I will go in with my chopped scotch bonnet pepper. I told you earlier that this part is optional. All right, if you don't want spicy food, you can skip it. All right, next thing I will do is to go ahead and add some garlic. This is minced garlic. It is also optional. but I love the flavor it gives to my food, and you're gonna love it if you try it. Next, I'll season with some TERA seasoning cube. Everybody knows I love to use TERA. The flavor is so rich and I love to use it. Okay, I'll also season with some thyme and some salt. Those are just the few ingredients I'm using. Okay, I don't have to start using curry powder and all that. No, you're doing too much. Okay, so once that is done, I will add my red bell pepper. Next thing I will add is my yellow bell pepper. I'll just saute it, and also lastly I'll add the green bell pepper. All right, you can use any color of the red pepper of your choice. All right, just do that. Once that is done, I will mix, and then lastly add the chicken. This chicken is optional too, all right, but you will just love the taste. Just follow the recipe, the guidelines and everything. You're going to love it. After that, mix very well just for everything to incorporate, and then you set it aside. Next I will do is to crack some eggs open into a bowl. Okay, so I'm using 5 eggs. You can use as much as you can tolerate, but too much egg is not really good for you. Okay, so I will just crack it open into a bowl, and then I will whisk with my fork. You can whisk with your whisker or anything. All right, and then I'll add the filling into the egg. Oh my goodness, look at how beautiful it's looking already. You're going to love this. All right, so after that I'll give it a good stir just for everything to incorporate, mix together, and come out tasty and nice. All right, after that I will just set it aside. In that same pan I use in making my fillings, I will go in with my egg mixture. Mind you, I didn't add extra oil for this. If your own didn't really come out like this, you can add extra oil, a little, or even a cooking spray, and then top with the plantains. All right, at this point you have to reduce your gas to the lowest, please. Okay, because this is where you have to be very careful, because this will determine if your plantain frittata will come out nice or not. Don't be like my sister and I, please. After the toppings, make sure you cover tightly and then allow it to cook for at least 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, and if you've been watching this video to this point, that means you are enjoying the video. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, like, share, comment, and make sure you turn on your notification bell so that you'll be the first person to know whenever I upload a new video. And it is absolutely free. Okay, it is free. All right, so after 20 minutes, this is the gorgeousness we've been waiting for. Voila, yes, it is ready. And then I did some extra by adding the remaining bell peppers. Just tell me, is this not looking so yummy and delicious at the same time? So all you have to do is just to cut a slice and enjoy with some fresh orange juice. My goodness, you're in heaven. Thank you so much for watching my video, and see you in my next one. Bye bye. Make sure you're keeping safe too.